Good afternoon, Mayor Dan Pope with a weekly update. We decided to shoot this one outside. Our weather's been so fabulous that I thought we'd take advantage of that. You know, people that don't live in Lubbock don't realize how great our weather is, and I like to brag on it. I think other than 6 days in the spring, I wouldn't trade our weather for anywhere in the state. So enjoy the outdoors. I want to just brief you a little bit on what we did in our planning meeting last week. I know I told you we're gonna do that, and we spent 3 hours last Thursday afternoon planning, and we arrived at 7 or 8 sort of key areas that we wanted to work on. And I thought it was a great process. We got there as a group. There wasn't a bunch of disagreement. In fact, we're going to try to prioritize 5 or 6 of them, and that's going to be hard to do. But let me tell you what we talked about, and just so you can keep up with our efforts as we work on this the next month or so. So we sort of think those big ones are communication. At City Hall, we need to communicate better internally and externally. That includes our website. That includes the TV station. We think we could be a lot better at that, and really, I think it's some low-hanging fruit for us. Neighborhoods. We talked about neighborhoods. We feel like a lot of our neighborhoods are under pressure. We feel like we need to work with our codes folks for better codes enforcement. We've got situations where we've got people that are out of compliance on the more than 2 unrelated residents in a home, and it's impacting our homeowners. And a lot of what we deal with in that regard is absentee landlords, but it's something that we need to deal with. We also talked about building services, sort of development services, everything from pulling a permit to getting a certificate of occupancy and all that goes in between that. We were already working on that, but as our city has grown and as the building and development has grown, we've not kept pace with that downtown, and we're looking at changing processes. We're looking at how we're more customer friendly in that regard. We also talked about downtown redevelopment and economic development sort of together, including not just downtown, but East Lubbock, North and East Lubbock too, and how they might be complementary with each other. We talked a little bit about governance. That's a big word, but in our case, that means hiring a city manager and getting he or she in place, getting a CFO hired, making some of the, allowing them to make some of the kind of organizational changes they would make. That's certainly top of mind for us. We talked about our budget and what I would describe as a continuation of our pay-as-you-go strategy, as well as looking for places that we can find some efficiencies. How can we do things better? And we've already started on some of those. You've heard me talk about that already, but that's something that our council really is all in on. I guess the final 2 things we talked about were annexation. We need to finish that annexation work that the previous council or councils had asked some citizens to work and with staff and bring us some recommendations, and we've implemented some of that, but we've got some work to do there. And then finally, sort of an overarching kind of concept that we want to be citizen friendly. We want to deliver customer service, that we exist to serve citizens, and that needs to be our mindset, and that needs to permeate through all we do, and that becomes our culture at City Hall. And that's not really a strategy as much as it is more of a cultural discussion. So more to follow on this. I know that's a lot. I probably went on a little too long today, but I thought you'd want to hear about it. I'm interested in your thoughts. I really appreciate your feedback. So many of you see these videos and share ideas with me. Tell me you're praying for me. Just thank me for communicating, and I appreciate all you guys. God bless you all. Have a great day. Have a great